Hey guys, and welcome back to DQ Tarot. I know it has been a really long time. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where I've been. I've been getting a lot of DMs, a lot of messages, and I know that a lot of you have been wondering where are my videos? Am I ever coming back? Am I ever going to be doing readings? So I did want to just clarify and like clear up a little bit about where I've been, what's been going on, because I do feel like we have a small community here, and I really have connected very much like one-on-one with a lot of you, and you know, I talk to you guys on DMs and stuff when I've been on Instagram, which I will admit I've taken quite a break from. Social, we'll get into that, but I just wanted to kind of address, you know, where I've been, just because so many of you have become like close friends to me, and I feel like I kind of dipped out there for a minute, or for quite a while. I've been really on and off the past couple of years, but my life has been going through a lot of really big changes, and I've needed to take time and energy out for myself to kind of get through those moments and to find stability. So in the middle of a lot of chaos. So again, I thank you guys so much for still being here with me. And this is really awkward for me to do in this vlog style. I'm not really used to it. So yeah, here I am doing it because a lot of you guys emailed me, messaged me, DM'd me, even told me in person you'd like a little mini, like, where have I been? What's going on? A little vlog type of thing here. So I figure I'll do this. I'll talk a little bit about the May astrology, and you can expect some mid-May videos to come out. I'm going to try to keep my readings a little bit shorter from now on. And I might even just actually start doing things on Patreon to, you know, for like longer videos, for any type of specialty videos if we have requests. I have a lot of ideas that I've been kicking around. So yeah, I might get back into that. If you guys have ideas or things you want to see, content you want, do put it in the comments. Do DM me over on Instagram at DQ Tarot. I do check those, and I'm going to be better about checking all this stuff. Again, so don't worry about it. I mean, I do apologize for those of you who have reached out and I have not responded. I just literally have not been on my social medias. I've been really taking a step back for myself. So yeah, where have I been? So a lot changed in my life. I don't really want to get into too many personal things. I'm living in a new spot. I believe I had just moved in, or I had been there for a little bit the last time I shot some videos. I'd have to go back and look now. But yeah, there's been a lot of change in terms of my home life, where I'm living. You might even see my kitten running around because I did adopt a kitten. Her name is San. She's a little black cat. And if you follow me on Instagram and stuff, you will see plenty of her. I am hoping that she'll walk through there. I do think that she's sleeping in the bedroom right now, so maybe not. But yeah, so a lot has changed. I got a new job at the beginning of this year that is very much the amalgamation of, like, I feel like years of manifesting for myself. I've been manifesting, you know, a secure, stable job where I'm doing what I love, when I'm getting to, you know, edit videos, or I'm getting to animate, and I finally feel like I found that. And yes, it's corporate and not so much, you know, a very creative experience, but I am getting to work in programs and do things that I literally went to school for, and make a decent or a much more stable amount of money than I've ever made before. So this feels really like I finally have come into this really big manifestation I have been working towards for years, and I feel like I've, you know, been put through the ringer for. There's so many bad jobs. I mean, if you guys really want to know, like, part of like where I was in some really shitty jobs for a while, where I was very abused, and I felt like it was what I needed to get me out of that. I needed to be thrown in my face, like, you're being treated like absolute garbage, you got to get out of there. And I did. And the second, you know, right when I was at my lowest and I was like, I cannot continue on with this job was offered to me, and it just felt so right. And I don't want to like talk about like work too much, but yeah, that's been a really big change in my life, and I've been adjusting to that since kind of the beginning of the year, in terms of, you know, a new schedule, that 9 to 5 Monday to Friday stuff. So it's been a lot of me trying to learn how to delegate, doing things that I enjoy, as well as, you know, getting work done and being, you know, a working, you know, whatever, you know, working for the knife, as Mitski would say, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So bear with me through all these changes, and yeah. And yeah, so sorry again if I'm being awkward. I'm like, literally, I've never like done a vlog. I've never done it in this style, so I'm trying to be myself, but also I haven't like talked to a camera in a while like this, so it's kind of weird to be getting back into it. But I figured I'll shoot this before I get into the readings and get all like the weird sillies out. It's funny, and like I assume that some people at work that now know about my channel will see this. Hey, yes, you guys like pushed me to kind of get back into this because they were like, when are you gonna put out videos? And I was like, oh my god, okay, fine, I'll do it soon. So you guys can thank them because they kind of kept reminding me about it to the point where I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. Like people, I owe my followers, I owe my subscribers this much. So thanks, guys. But yeah, so let's get a little bit into the astrology here now that we've, had enough about my life. A lot has changed. I am, doing me over here, my own place. Sun actually might walk through. She's peeking over here, so keep an eye out in the background. I'll try to like angle this so you can see her a little bit. So I'm sure she'll go over there. But yeah, so let's talk about the astrology a little bit. Maybe I'll pull a few cards here as I shuffle. Obviously, we started the month out, fresh with that eclipse, or not, not a ton. I don't want to say total, like the eclipse in the, oh my God, why can't I say it right now? The Taurus new moon solar eclipse. There we go. Well, tomorrow is the eclipse actually in Scorpio. So if you're wondering where my head's at and why I might be a little bit off, like that's definitely where the energy is right now. We also just entered Mercury Retrograde as I'm doing this video. So we'll get there. But yeah, we started that month off with Venus moving into Aries, which is actually its sign of detriment. So if things have felt a little bit off in terms of like getting what we want and, all the things that Venus really rules, relationships, pleasure, food, relaxation, things that we enjoy, beauty, things like that. When it's in its sign of detriment in Aries, it feels, of course, go and watch like somebody like Cam White and check out, how this is going to affect you, through your rising sign. Like I'm one of his patrons. He does like monthlies. I highly recommend doing that because, or subscribing to him on Patreon because he just goes through every single rising sign. And it's so nice and helpful to know what's coming in over the month. So yeah. Again, depending on like where this all sits in your chart, it's going to be different for all of you. But in a general sense, it's in its sign of detriment. Aries and Venus and Aries is very much about like attacking, separation. It's a very intense, like I'm going for this. And Venus isn't really about that because it is domicile in Taurus. And in Taurus, it's very much about sitting, manifesting, and letting things come to you in a very natural sense, whereas Aries goes out and attacks. It's the first sign out, it's running out, it's rushing, it's not even thinking before it gets there, and it's attacking. So there could be a lot of fallouts, there could be a lot of like this really weird, tense energy between you and people that you like, things that you also enjoy. It might seem like you're just like having a hard time getting to enjoy that, you're getting frustrated. There's a really kind of tense, like, I don't want to say like a sparking kind of energy. I don't really know how to put that any other way. So we have that kind of happening for a good portion of the month here. We have, Mercury retrograding in Gemini, which obviously we're at right now. And that is just, there's going to be a lot more expect a lot more technological car troubles, things like that. And I know like 3 people who have gotten into car accidents within just the first few days. I've been having a ton of tech issues that just like do not make any sense. And I'm like, I don't even understand. Make sure you save your files. I am on this kick right now where I am saving every 5 minutes because I work with video stuff and I work in technology and it's a trippy time, guys. So also just think this energy right now is very much like with Mercury retrograding in Gemini. Think back to like May, like really spring of 2020 and spring of 2021, because we had in spring of 2020 the Venus retrograde and eclipses in Gemini. So there was a really tense energy. This is gonna be very much more tempered out. Like don't freak out. I know what was going on during those times. You guys know what was going on during those times. It was not fun. It was absolute chaos. It felt like we were just being inundated with so much chaotic news that was so upsetting and disruptive, and we could not even like put it, like it was just like a very like down time. Like I don't even want to get through this. It was very hopeless. We might be feeling a little bit like that, but like not totally. It's a very tempered, softer version of this. Okay. We also have Jupiter moving into Aries. It's kind of a weird time too. A lot of this is very, well, Jupiter being a lucky planet moving into Aries is very much like bam, 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 bam. It's a lot of really intense stuff, really intense, like bam, this is happening, and now this is happening, and trying to find the luck or the good, the silver lining in it and grabbing that and not getting too distracted by everything that's coming at you at once. It's a very like a pinball. I don't want to say like a pinball kind of energy, but that's kind of how I'm kind of feeling it, imagining it. It's very just like all over the place, like whoa, whoa, whoa. But you have to find ways to take on that good energy, to use it to yes, you can get a lot done, okay? We can get a lot done if we're willing to work with this instead of against this energy, okay? So we also have, again, this total lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and that is going to be, I mean, like, I don't want to say it's not going to be good, but, like, it doesn't feel like it's going to be good. It doesn't really seem. It's going to be a moment because it's going to be a really big purge. You might be confronted with a lot of things that you need to let go, but on the upside, letting this stuff go, once you finally confront something, it's like you will be forced to confront something you don't want to confront. We'll just start it off there, okay? You're going to be forced to confront something you really see. There she is trying to get in my plant. Son. There she is. So you'll be forced to confront some really intense things that you probably don't want to confront at all. I mean, you don't want to confront these things. You don't want to have these conversations, and things that might have felt like, oh, I feel this way about, as we come up on this on the 15th to the 17th. So really where we're sitting right now in terms of timing, it's going to be very much like, wait, maybe I don't want it that way. Maybe I'm not ready for that. Maybe I need to think about this for a second. Maybe I need to let this other thing go. And you'll be confronted with things that will really make you question where you're going, what makes you happy, and might try to drag you back into a negative place. So just be aware that letting this go is what you need to do right now. You're being kind of tested. Don't go back to toxic people, toxic situations if they come out of the woodwork and you're like, oh my God, like, but it'll be different this time. Oh my God, it's not the same. Like, you're not the same person. Like, this isn't the same type of job. This isn't the same type of offer. It is, okay? So just, like, don't. This is your moment to really purge something. It's it might feel also very spiritual because we do have Mars conjoining Neptune at the same time. So this is a really big, like, draining out the gunk in your life and, like, really getting to see that, watch it go, and feel 1,000 pounds lighter once it's gone. And I can already feel this stuff like coming in to be confronted. That definitely feel like the edge of this energy, like in terms of where we're at date wise right now as I'm doing this. So we have a lot of really big stuff coming in terms of astrology at this moment. And sorry, I realized that I didn't even finish like going through the astrology. I just was like going to end that for some reason on the 17th. So let me get back into that. But yeah, so we got the 21st, like 21st, 22nd, I almost said 27th, that'd be crazy. We got the Mercury Cazimi in Gemini, which just means that's kind of like where it hits its highest point there, before it starts like moving the other way. Sorry about that. San has a toy over there, or not a toy, she has one of my rocks that she has pushed off and is going to be pushing around for a minute. So we have Mercury Cazimi in Gemini, and that brings, the Mercury Cazimis usually bring a lot of clarity about really where we were at, or something, whatever we were kind of being confronted with at the very beginning of the Mercury retrograde, or more so, I would say like April 26th when Mercury first went into shadow. So kind of think back to where you were at then, what you were being confronted with, and how are you getting clarity on that at this time? Like, where do you now sit with that? What do you now understand? We also have during this time, I think it's like the 24th or 23rd, we have Mercury going into Taurus, or Mercury going, because it is still retrograde, it's moving back into Taurus right after it is Cazimi. So I don't know. For me, I'm more into that than I think most of us are going to be more into that kind of energy than we have been with Mercury and Gemini. Not been great for me because it's hitting me in the 12th house. I don't know where it's hitting you guys, but I'm not enjoying it. I do not like it when things are doing crazy shit in Gemini. It's just not a fun time for me. But it also is my Vedic rising, so I'm going to try to lean into that energy. So yeah, we have Mercury moving into Taurus. Expect a lot more focus on boundaries, where Gemini couldn't put those boundaries up or respect itself more in these moments. I think the Taurus energy will help us do that. We also have on the 24th Mars moving into Aries. I'm into that because my Mars is in Aries. I have a lot of my placements coming in at the end of this month, which I'm excited about. Sun is right here. Hopefully she'll pop up again. But yeah, so we have Mars moving into Aries, where it is domicile. That is where it is supposed to be. And it's going to do its best there. So it's going to be a really supercharged energy because Mars is all about like fighting, confronting, physically, attacking each other. Also sex, also a lot of things about, you know, actual physical violence. So it can be a very like supercharged time where I would suggest, if you're feeling really pent up with your energy and really filled with rage in certain moments, like especially driving, go to the gym, go punch, you know, a punching bag at the gym, go for a run, do something to get your energy out, because Mars moving into Aries is a really intense placement. It is very physically supercharged. It's very fast. It's very intense. You can expect a lot of things to be moving forward. Wherever your Mars sits, obviously, you know, check out your chart. Expect things to be really supercharged, moving forward, moving very fast, really intensely there. Okay? It's very much like gunpowder and swords, okay? Think that. So, and then we have on the 28th, 30th, we have got Venus moving into Taurus. Yay, yay, yay. That's also my placement. I'm into that too. And I'm not going to say it's the best placement for Venus, but like, in my opinion, you know, it is domicile there. Venus is really happy there. We are able to manifest a lot there. It's a great time to manifest, okay? And again, check out where that sits in your sits in your chart there, in terms of Venus moving into Taurus. It's a very, abundant, think of abundant and fertile time. It's a very fertile energy for wherever that sits with you, so pay attention to that there. It's going to be really much, you know, getting back into this more relaxed, like Venusian, soft, like nurturing, and, you know, a lot of self-nurturing kind of energy there, nurturing others that you love as well. So we also have Mars conjoining Jupiter, and they're both in Aries. So that's going to be a really intense thing at the end of the month there. It can be a very supercharged moment. Just make sure you don't make any really rash decisions in that moment, okay? Don't go off and fight. Don't like fly off the handle, okay? This is what I'm trying to say, and do anything too rash at that moment, okay? So that's what I got for astrology for the month here. Again, I would suggest definitely always going to go check out White Light Astrology with my boy Cam White. He's great. Again, I would definitely also subscribe to him on Patreon. I think that his videos are very helpful, and he does a really great job, like, of just explaining everything and also going through the rising signs. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, guys. I don't really want to go on too long with this video or anything, but just I kind of wanted to let you know where I was at. Maybe I'll try to grab San for a second and show you guys her at the end here. But yeah, it's been nice to get back into the videos again. Expect some mid-May videos. The videos are going to be a little bit shorter from now on, because I think doing really long videos was really draining for my energy. I was really tapped in. I'm always tapped in my readings, like I'm always channeling, so it's very exhausting when it ends up being like 40 plus minutes or so. Ooh, look at what we found. She came to me. Hi, you want to say hi? She's like, no mom, I don't want to say hi. She likes to sit on my shoulder like this. So anyways, guys, it's been really nice catching up. Check out your readings for mid-May. Check them out for your rising, your sun sign, and leave me a comment. Leave me a comment of some other content you might want to see as well, or other things you'd like me to be doing. If people have been trying to get me to go on TikTok, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, love you guys so much. It's great to be back.